One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. On the move to his left. And he's got him in. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. McKinnon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. We were just talking about him pregame, 3 tackles for a loss. Last week you thought he looked so explosive on film. Starting off good there, another one in the first quarter.
He's every bit of what you described, and I don't want to make it too simplistic.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Now Sanders. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Lift. Lift. 14.
They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play that time for the Rams. 45 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Hey, 5. 2 up.
Back to throw, Goff. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll go deep down the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Give him 30 yards there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, it's Gurley. Shedding through the defense. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
And it'll be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners. Guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Samson Abuka, tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. They were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Super one. Goes it on. 120. 12.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. On first down, gone. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, but they face a second and long to start things out. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo throwing the out route incomplete. That's Goodwin. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now McKinnon. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And just like that, it's third down. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And Sanders now to return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
First catch of the game for Cooks. That'll be a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, If you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
There's Goff. Forced out to his left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
All right. Come on now. DC. Hey.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Rams are in for 6. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. It's McKinnon, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Like 80, like 20, 11.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Here's McKinnon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
I got you. White. 65.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Gold is able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get to 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Hey, Shell. Dula. 17.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. And the 49ers going to take another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
12.
Now Goff. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
All right. Come on out. Hard ball. Hey, Shell.
On second down, here's Goff. Flushed out right. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
11.
On first down, it's Goff. Steps away to his left. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
All right. Come on out. 12.
From the red zone now, Goff. And it's caught. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, as the first half is winding down, and the Rams add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that pushes the lead up to 11. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
180! 180! Go ahead. 11.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And the Rams getting set to go now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Tell him. 76. 76. Val, you won. Hard ball. Starting left here. 11.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. And when people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
To throw on second down is gone. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 24 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Goff now looks to throw. He's letting it fly for Cook. And this is taken in at the 5. He got 29 yards that time. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Hard ball. 12. Yes, sir.
Here's Goff now on second down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
It's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much, Lance?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Flush to his right. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He got 29 yards that time.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. There's Garoppolo to throw. Rolling to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On play action, now Garoppolo. A dump down to McKinnon. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Niners on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
12.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Merlin.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Here's Goff, escaping the pressure right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 30 yards there. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory? This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Super 1. 76. Tell him. 76.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where the...
Oh, no, he lost the football. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Wait. Here we go.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Garoppolo to try again on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Garoppolo looks to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
That one 28 yards on the ground. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Again they run with Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. He's got his man on the crossing route. Touchdown, LA! Gerald Everett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. Quarterback loves the receivers, but sometimes his best friend is that tight end.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, isn't it? Because we always talk about the guys out wide and how acrobatic they are. But that tight end, great sight lines, easier throws. They become a bigger and bigger weapon as the NFL evolves.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Garoppolo. Screen play, McKinnon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Being chased out left. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Dancing to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Goff going to throw it. Working the middle here. That's complete for 3rd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Hey, Shell.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Now the 49ers going to take another timeout, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. John Johnson with the INT. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Flushed out right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Garoppolo on 1st down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And now it's 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing now, Goff. He's going to float this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want